Great plays and musicals don't just happen. So how is it that a group of young high school teenagers can come together and put on an entire show in only 6 weeks? People often wonder how these actors deal with this kind of pressure and how it is that they can make stage magic happen so quickly. To answer these questions, we've gone behind the scenes of Cedar Springs High School's fall production of the play Dr. Dolittle. Dedication, hard work, determination. These are just a few of the traits that a special group of students has they put on their performance of Dr. Dolittle. Dr. Dolittle is a story about a doctor, through the help of his bird Polynesia, is able to learn to talk to animals, and the next thing he knows, he's on a crazy adventure that takes him everywhere from the jungles of Africa to the bustling circus. We were lucky enough to have a few of the students sit down with us and share some of their experiences.
Hi, I'm Samantha Owens. I'm a junior. This is my third production that I've been in. This show has been really great. It's been great getting to know the cast and the people that have been in it. It's really sad that there's so many seniors this year because I'm just going to miss them all so much. Being a part of the show has just been so great. I really love theater and I'm really passionate about it, and I'm so glad that I had this opportunity.
I think the final product is fantastic. Probably one of the best shows that we ever done, but man, the process that it took to get here was interesting.
I feel that when H had to yell at us, it really took into effect to a lot of people of how much this show is to everyone. But it's sad that we had to wait for him to yell at us to be able to get our act together. But it feels really good that senior year, everyone's on top of it now. We're ready to rock the show. Everyone is put in 100% now. And I feel like the show is going to be really great.
I like its uniqueness. I've never seen an actual play done with animals that are puppets. I'm really excited about it.
All right, so last show. Just got off stage and I'm done. Senior year, halfway through. It's a really good feeling to know that it's gone so well. I mean, you know, it started off fairly rocky.
I'm pretty excited. Like, we've done one, we opened last night, and we're in the middle of a kids show right now. We're doing Act 2 of a kids show right now here on Friday morning, and it's awesome. The kids are so funny. The show in the last week, I can't even explain how crazy good it got.
What was so different this year? How was this show any different than any of the previous ones that director Justin Harnett has put out on the same stage? Well, this year, instead of using makeup and costumes to create animals, he decided to use puppets. The adjustment was one that the cast will never forget.
And then I have these for my hands, my thumb and my pinky, and it's just like, it's weird. You have to do so many things at once for it to look okay and right. And your facial expressions won't change. It's confusing.
We had a hard time getting people to buy into puppets, but I think once, you know, everyone did, going from 50% of people believing to 80 to 90 to 100%, like, it's the coolest thing to see people's pride and passion grow into something that could make a crazy puppet show so good.
I like them. I like how soft they are, and it's really interesting to have to use your hand and try to move your hand like an animal does instead of moving your entire body. It gets hot though. That's my one complaint, is it gets really hot.
Did you know that 20 puppets were used throughout the duration of the show?
Another change this year was the number of rehearsals. The cast had one less week than they usually do. There was no room for errors. And, as said by many of the cast members, they had no room for a Wednesday wall. Each rehearsal, up until the last week of show, director Justin Harding criticized and critiqued the show over and over again. He would have the cast start both scenes and acts over until he became satisfied that the show had become better.
And freeze. We might need to add a line, add something in there to increase your motivation. Because right there, you just go from normal to, we must run into Africa. You freak out, right? Chi-Chi, slower, Chi-Chi. Slower, Chi-Chi. So we need to look at that stuff. And I don't know what needs to happen, but something different needs to happen. Do something different at the start. Restart. It's better. I like it a little better, but I'm still not like, yeah. Can we slow that entrance down, Ian? Like, I feel like you come in too early. You got about 5 seconds to think about it.
Got it? Good. And where you guys are, so Polynesia, Chi-Chi, Dab are taking care of all the monkeys, trying to stay them out of here.
Right.
Gub, you're trying to keep them quiet as well. Whatever it makes happen. Got it?
3, 2, 1. Lights up.
Hey, Claire, you can't leave yet. You guys have a conversation. Get back.
Back. So we added what, my supplies?
Earlier. So why don't you come in and now you listen, right? And then Whitney, can you direct her to where the doctor is, please? Does that make sense? But don't you go to, no, come too far. Yeah, let them come to you.
The rehearsals were broken up into different increments this year. Some of the students were not needed until 4 weeks before the show. This was risky for the show though, because some of the students had only a few weeks to learn their places and actions before their performance.
Did you know that the 7 monkey puppets cost $55 each? The most expensive puppet was a crocodile at $60, and the cheapest were the mice at $15.
With only a few weeks left before show, the tech crew came in and during practice to add lights, sound, and microphones to give the show some flair. Unfortunately, these people were not thanked nearly enough for all the work that they do. Here's to the techies, past, present, and future.
Make sure you put it in the middle of your mat.
These kids work here just as hard. They work about 2 weeks into the show. The casting we're going to rehearse it for about 6 weeks. The tech we're going to for about 2 weeks, things like that.
Testing. Oh, there it goes. That works.
Hey Jake, do you know if anything was built for Ian to stand on, like when he...
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. What?
Jacob Detloff.
Jacob Detloff.
Please report to the sound.
Please report to the sound, whatever this is up here.
Did you know that the tech crew consisted of 13 students, 10 backstage and 3 in the sound booth?
As opening night drew near, the cast grew restless, anticipating their upcoming fate. Would the show be the bomb, or would it bust?
I'm really nervous about it. I think we only have 2 weeks left, and it's such a challenging concept that we're using puppets. It's just really nerve-wracking thinking that in 2 weeks we're going to have to be up here actually performing in front of people, and we're honestly nowhere near ready just yet. It's just kind of something that keeps me awake. It's just really hard to believe.
I feel like this play has come along a lot more than I expected it to be. I know that a week before a show wasn't the best, and up until Wednesday, it hasn't really progressed until then.
Every single show that I've experienced, it's always been glitchy up until about the last week, and then that's when everything starts to fall together because people are going to start, freaking out. Like, we only have just, a few days that we can just get this right, and then that's when you get an awesome show. So far everything's good. There's always going to be glitches. That's normal.
We've come a really long way, which is really cool considering, it's been 6 weeks and it feels like yesterday we had auditions. That really nervous feeling in your stomach is kind of the same, doesn't really go away because you're waiting for a full house to put on a show the whole time after auditions. So
I think it's going to do great, actually. I think there's a good potential that it could be sold out.
Most of the show process for these young actors is spent in rehearsals preparing for just 4 shows. Here are a few clips to give you a taste of what the rehearsals were like.
Figure that out. The monkeys are probably the biggest ones. Yes. The monkeys are about 32 inches.
I didn't think you needed me.
We needed everybody. We're looking for a suitable gift to give the doctor who has.
Throw somebody up today.
Show Livio what's up.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, and that's what I wanted to look at. See, just how you feel, it's weird. But I wanted that.
On my mother's side, my father's great-grandfather was the last of the unicorns.
Most interesting. I must look you up that we return to Puddleby. Perhaps we can find another way to take care of the creatures there.
What happened?
I'm not sure. I think we were shipwrecked.
Or downstage?
I could land in a tree.
Is there an answer you're looking for?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Thank you, Dab Dab. We're ready too. Huh?
Look at Jim getting some love.
Get it, Chip. Step inside. Welcome to our unique exhibit. Kindly do not touch the animal. She is very shy and has made sure to ask me that no one touches her. Well, we could try the tree, but I still think Gub Gub's going to be blocked off.
Did you know that the show lasted 1 hour and 30 minutes?
A tradition that has been going on for many years at Cedar Springs High School is the alumni critiques. Alumni from previous shows come to one of the final rehearsals to critique and grade the show. The alumni that came this year included R.J. Moore, Brandon Jones, Stephen Kern, Derek Sissel, John Stafford, Megan Rice, and Tim Mole. These alumni span a total of 6 previous shows. The t-shirt tradition at Cedar Springs has gone on now for many years. The week before the show, the entire cast and crew would wear their show shirts every day without washing them for good luck. They are allowed to Febreze the shirts, but not wash them. One part of every show that helps to bring the show together are the costumes. They are not necessary to put on the show, but they are a great addition. One woman was in charge of over 50 costumes for Dr. Dolittle. Here's to all the costume designers for all their work they put in.
else involved in the show: the director, assistant director, costume designer, and hairstylist.
Many traditions happen every year with all the shows around the world. One tradition at the Cedar Springs High School that gets the cast pumped is singing in the makeup room. Some people bring in their iPods and play popular music songs through a radio while the cast prepares for the show. Many cast members have fun singing along.
And yet I'm still afraid to let it flow. Back the night that ends at last.
Oh, I thought you were doing this. Were you scared to go to something? Yeah.
Break the world about to dawn. Back the night that ends at last.
Before each show, the cast gathered in the hallway backstage to have a final group meeting. They gave out a final few reminders, then put their hands in for the traditional zap routine. They had a different group of kids start it each night.
Just because I think it's important to recognize people that do a lot of work and don't get a lot of credit. Tex, start us off.
Yeah, Tex.
I think it's a good time.
Go, guys. Ow!
This gives the entire cast energy and pumps them up for the performance. It is one tradition that many members love.
Did you know that there was a total of 541 lines in the show, and Dr. Dolittle has the most at 177 lines?
Finally, opening night was upon them. The cast came in early to get into costumes and get their hair and makeup done. To help the two adults working on hair and makeup, some students did each other's. During school on Friday, November 8th, the cast was allowed to put on a kids show where hundreds of students from Cedar Springs elementary schools came over to enjoy their performance. Afterwards, the cast members formed a tunnel down the hallway, giving each kid a high five as they went through.
Did you know that the show cost a total of $3,500 and there were 1,000 tickets sold for 3 shows?
Even with all the hard work and serious rehearsal time put into the show, the students still found time to have fun and crack jokes.
Time out.
That was the lion talking.
What did you say? He's going to shut up.
I'd like to love my. I'd like to.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know, I made that sound pretty clear, some guy.
Seriously. You were like the guy in there.
Ian, want to write a book?
Oh yeah, how to pick up chicks. Jesus. Okay, let's try this.
Decided to look for a rare animal the doctor can take back to puppy.
Good luck doing that for an hour and a half. Stuff. Got it? Shh. Stop moving around. Back corner, very simple. You've got to be conscious of those things, right? You did well today once we started getting things going. I will cook a duck and eat it right in front of you.
Did you know that the fat lady, Joel Carter, wore an empathy belly that weighed 50 pounds?
After all the hard work and problems of the show week, after the final curtain falls, the cast members gather in the choir room for a final party. They eat pizza and other treats, then announce the winners of the mock elections. Then they would gather in the auditorium to give a special gift to their director and just talk to each other until it was time to leave.
It is not my fault.
To be who I am today. Thank you for that.
No.
Okay, the next award is Theater Prince, and that goes to Roland Dahl. The next award is Theater King, and that goes to Ian Murphy. And I really love you guys.
I would like to thank my father. I would like to thank my cat singers, because why not? I would thank Hank himself because he's so ignorant in the best way possible. And I also want to thank your window that I can look at tonight.
I'm going to be on a reality TV show, and that goes to Tanner Barber.
I'd like to thank my parents for having me good looks, first of all.
The next award is Ace's Worst Nightmare, and that goes to Ian Murphy.
Ace's worst nightmare, but he's in my best friends.
The next award is Most Likely to Do Little, and that goes to Kim Hayes.
You could have guessed this would not mean. I'm gonna go take a nap now, so.
The next award is Biggest Flirt for a Guy, and that goes to Mitch Hancock.
I'd like to say I am shocked, appalled, humiliated, but I'd like to thank H and Ian for showing me the ways with women.
You're still waiting, huh? Put my button in here.
He's looking at it.
Did you know that the 14 microphones were used for the show with only one microphone change?
Through all the troubles and turmoil and happiness and fun, the cast worked hard to get the end product that they produced. To them, a heartfelt congratulations, well earned, on a job well done.
Did you know that strike lasted 4 hours?
With all the time and effort that the students put into the show, they deserve a lot. They spend weeks preparing for 3 nights. Without all the traditions, critiques, hard work, and fun, the show would never happen. There's a lot that goes into a single show that only a small percentage of the world gets to experience. For these high school students and many like them, it is one experience that they'll never forget.